attached to her labia. You know, it's ridiculous, man. It's like if you're not willing to let someone live their life separate from you, then you're not ready to be in a relationship, right? I mean, yeah. I actually enjoy when my wife doesn't spend that much time with me. So when we do spend time, we can miss each other. If we're together all the time staring at each other, we're gonna kill each other.
Right.
I don't know, man. I just don't understand a lot of that. I mean, it's probably just immaturity. You know, a lot of it.
Immaturity and insecurity.
Immaturity, but we're in our 30s now. You know, you would think things would change, and you know,
some
to
people
the
they
contrary.
don't.
Nah. My mom told me that people don't change, but she says people hit a certain level or a certain age and then just stop developing. So I could be a 20-year-old guy and still act like I'm 10 years old.
Well, I align that to like pubic hair. Like, you know, wait, let me explain that.
Be good.
You know, I align that to pubic hair because, you know, it's not like if you grew your pubic hair, they'd grow out to a certain length. You know, your pubic hair is not going to grow out to be like this thing where it's like down to your fucking ankles, right? Have you ever noticed that?
Right.
Why is that? You know, it just grows to a certain point. People are pubic hairs. You know, if that makes sense.
I get it. I understand the analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some are curlier than others.
Yep.
I mean, unless you're that longer, kung fu guy and shit that grows his eyebrows, like, you know. Anyway.
To use them as fucking weapons.
I don't know. Women are insane. Guys are insane for wanting to be with women sometimes. Because there's certain people out there that just, they find each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just
could be complete grease fires.
You remember that douchebag girl that we were up at my apartment having a good time playing cards, and she asked me, "Don't you ever get lonely?" Because at the time I lived alone, you know. And I was like, lonely? I'm playing cards with my buddies, got some girls coming over, you know, and I do this shit constantly.
Hold on, pause real quick. Let me translate what she was saying. She wanted to nest. She wanted to move in there.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, don't you get lonely here by yourself?
She could have attached her tongue to my perineum.
Did you hit that?
No, I didn't hit that. That fucking girl, dude. Man, that would be like having a threesome with one girl. But
wait,
I'm not
which
down for
girl
that
though?
Shit. It was a chunky one. Remember, it was a chunky one.
Yeah.
Because the other one was fair looking. I would have immediately assessed the bra or something, you know. Which, by the way, not to talk shit, home chick got fat too. You know, she used to be the type that goes to the gym, look good for being in her 30s. You know, she was a cougar.
El Salvadorian, Colombian, or something.
Costa Rican.
Yeah, she was
hot. She had nice silky hair. Lately, she looks like.
She in love?
No, she's single right now, and she just looked like she got bloated and shit. You know, like something
caught up with her.
No, it looks like she drowned in a pool. You know, when you see someone come up drowned from a pool.
Partying, too much drinking.
Probably.
Well, if she got chunky, how could she drown?
Well, you know when you get that bloated, like your face is.
So she looked
waterlogged.
Oh, she looked waterlogged.
There you go, waterlogged. That's yeah. And
isn't that a dessert at your restaurant?
No, that's
the waterlog.
Yeah, she looked waterlogged, and it's a shame because
didn't I get in an argument with that chick?
With that
the
one?
chunky one. I got in an argument.
Yeah, no,
with her.
well, because you were defending. You were my defense lawyer that night, but not that I needed one. But Savvy put her in her place. You know, because by the time she left there, she understood, like you're right. You know, you don't got to latch on. Because Savvy brought up her relationship, you know, with her guy. And turns out, you know, it was just, you know, she'd been in it for 5 years. They produced 2 kids, and she was just miserable. Savvy dragged that out of her. She was just miserable. Openly admitted it. So I said, now tell me, which one of you two is fucking lonely? You know, like, you think he's lonely? He's happy as a fucking lark. You know, we're playing cards, we're drinking. You know, there's no one to answer to.
Just because you got people at home does not mean
they might be that rock that drowns you, that holds you down. And, you know, that's not cool. Because when you've got, you know, you got that kind of fortitude, you know, it's got to be like Savvy has it, man. This fucking guy, Friday night, you know, we're calling out to play cards. He's there. He's a married man, but he's there, you know. And it's not, he's never disrespecting his wife.
Unless he's making a leprechaun trap.
You know, I got responsibilities, man. But, I've been, I mean, can't someone be lonely in a crowded room?
Yeah, that's exactly
I'll tell you, the loneliest period of my life was probably the last 3-4 years of my marriage.
Damn. And you're with someone. Yeah, that's...
You know?
It's funny how just human psyche
never
works.
Talked. Never really did anything together. It was just, there's somebody else in the house.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
No
feel,
way to live.
I feel
There's a vacancy
happier
open.
and less lonely in my apartment right now than I did the last 3 years of my marriage. Why? Because if I want to go out, with the exception of having my daughter on certain days,
Yeah.
I could go out. You know, like you say, Savvy and I have gone out for drinks on Friday night, and it's like...
Or
okay.
any given night. I've been out with this guy on Sunday afternoon having a couple of glasses of vino. You know, just shooting the shit.
It's just
any given time.
I mean, that's just the luxury I have. I think in my relationship, I don't have a possessive woman. You know, I've told her right in the beginning. I said I've always done my own thing. Not to say I'm going to be out all night or anything like that. I'm responsible, but I don't expect you to ask me to go anywhere, and I'm not going to ask you to go anywhere. I'll tell you I'm going here, unless we have plans, of course. You know, I'm going to honor our commitments, but. You know, you don't have to, please, she doesn't have to ask me to go anywhere. She's a grown woman, really? Could I go to the mall? Please, go,
No.
leave.
You know, and then those people that think because they ask politely that it's okay. The girls that ask, do you mind if I, you know, and I'm just like, I don't mind, you know, like.
And if you're really going to leave it
here.
up to me, no, stay home. I don't want you going anywhere.
Like, you know, like that girl, do you mind if I, you know, cut my hair? And I'm just, you know, because I've had girlfriends ask me that, and I'm just like, go ahead, try it, you know. She'll be like being with a different person, you know, whatever. Because I'm sick of your ass. Heaven only knows.
Oh, man.
Or asked to go get their nails, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
yeah, please do. You know, like keep yourself well kept. You know, keep it interesting.
So, I mean,
Don't be a
basically,
scraggly
I think
ass
it boils
bitch.
down to being hungry, right? Like, I'm at home. I have my family here. You know, everything I need is in this room, right? I don't need to go out anywhere. But like Twig said, there's no one in his place. If he wants something, he has to go out and get it.
Right.
So that means company. That means money. That means friendship. That means everything. You know, like I think people make their partner their whole world, and that's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't need that person. You shouldn't be needy. You know, you should
you
want to
shouldn't
be
need-
with
you
them.
should-
Like I want to
that's
be
exactly
home.
it. You
I
should
want to be
want.
home. You know, but at the same time, hey, I want to go play cards with my buddy. I want to go play basketball.
And you shouldn't have to feel guilty that you're doing that shit. Because
Yeah.
there's some
Exactly.
son of a bitches. And Lucky Lou, I don't mean to bring you on into the light, but I can tell when you're sitting playing cards with us, you kind of like looking at your watch and your phone because your wife is, you know, like blowing it up with text
Be
and
on
messages.
your shit.
And I'm thinking, you need to tell her, like, hey, look, I'll be home a little drunk. You take advantage of me when I'm drunk. Don't you like that? Whole bag.
Yeah.
I don't get that either. You know, and I guess we can't really say anything about his wife to him. You
No,
know,
I'm
we
not
could
gonna-
give him shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on, man. Put your phone down or whatever. But you can't say,
Yeah,
what
she's-
the fuck is wrong with that bitch?
Nah, but she's not a bad person. We've been at the house. Or is she?
She hates me, so she's a bad person.
Okay.
Yeah, how could you hate me? I don't get that. I'm not
'cause you're a
an abrasive
loudmouth.
person. No, I'm not. I'm easygoing, man. I'm not hard to get along with.
Nah,
at
I know.
all.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know, that's.
I'm just busting your
And he even
chops.
told me, he's like, yeah, she doesn't like you. Really?
Damn.
Why? Because you take time away from her. I take him away from
Yeah,
her.
I think because she's
That's not
afraid
me.
that you might give him ideals, and that's like a stupid thing or that's a stupid way to feel.
She's a Nazi.
I'll tell you this, though.
Give him ideas. Burn the books.
Knowing
Fucking,
the
she should grow a Hitler
situation,
mustache.
from everything I've seen in life, my mom's part Hispanic. Hispanic women are some controlling ass bitches.
Well-
They will run the shit.
It's one or the other.
But it's-
because my mother, she's always been one of those, like, my dad's come home drunk, never gave him shit for anything. You know, like, my mom's been very docile, and, you know, she's a wonderful woman, a strong woman, because, you know, that kind of stuff takes strength, you know, and over the years I've learned that it was strength all this time. Everybody's always mistaken it for weakness, but to this day I think back and I'm like, my mom was a really strong woman for that, you know.
But you know what it was?
What
Your
she-
mom was writing that shit down. So whenever he did fuck up and she wanted him to do something, look, motherfucker, you look at this. You want me to tell people? I fucking tell the people.
I think the bottom line, the moral
My
of
dad
the
was
story,
blackmailed.
the moral of the story is the servant eventually becomes the master. On that note, this has been the Sperm Donor Show. I'm Savvy Jinx with the painter and the twig.
Master this.
Caribou.